Welcome to the NCAA Women's College World Series, presented by Capital One. A stunning night here at the end of May in Oklahoma City. The Ducks and the Rebels must win to keep their World Series dreams alive. For some Elimination Day softball, 73 degrees at first pitch. A ground ball to short. There's the Gold Glover Paige Sinicki, and her throw gets away from Riley McCoy, who had not played the field the last couple of days after being hit in the face with a line drive. Yesterday, Ole Miss had just 2 hits in the 6th inning from the 8 and 9 spots, and no other base runners against the electric Nyjah Kennedy. Boutte takes another one down, and it's 3-0 from Lindsey Gride. And her freshman catcher, Emma Cox, freshman and a junior for Ole Miss. Swing and a miss, and now Pone gets hung up between the bases. Cox goes all the way to the circle, and Pone is safe. There was obstruction called on Sinicki anyway. And for 0-2, off speed down and away. Up and in on her hands with the rise. That's in the dirt. It gets through the wickets of Cox. Pone gets to third with only 1 out. Most in a season in Ole Miss history. And she hits one right to Sinicki at short. A low riser for the 2nd out. So Grine is 2/3 of the way.
Beat when she steps into the box.
And Llamas elevates this ball to left center. No heartbeat, cool as a cucumber. She delivers the first run of the world. Paws in the air, fists in the air for the Ole Miss fans, and they strike early.
And Llamas says she just sees ball and hits ball. Goes up and gets the rise ball, just wants to be able to react, and she reacts to up, gets her barrel there, and drives in the first run of this game. Percy up at bat, but then the storm with her bat and her clutchness coming through for her team.
Brady gets a piece of this one to short, and that ends the inning. An error, a wild pitch, a miss. Well, Peterson thought a little bit low. That ball slapped to third, and it was a great pick at first, but Ashton Lansdale bobbled it. Trying to transfer it, and Kylu Shar. Lansdale stays in for Kedri Lushar. Kyla's on the run. She'll make it to second. Her sister is out at first on the ground out to Pickens. A 3-2 for her here. And McCoy waits back on that changeup. Popped up to Llamas in foul ground. Kylu Shar's going to go to third on a foul pop out to first. And the Ducks have a runner there, but Ole Miss has.
In the back of her mind here, wanting to tie up this game.
And she lays down a 2-out bunt. It backspins. Lopez doesn't make the play at first. Lushar on the ball, bunted in front of her, stayed at third. And the Ducks have a. Let's see if Oregon puts Sinicki in motion with a couple of great base stealers on. Ball, she is going, and Lexi Brady wisely will just stick it in her pocket. Paige Sinicki has her 31st steal. 2nd and 3rd for Patman. That ball is ripped to left field. Down for a hit to score 1. Here comes Sinicki to make it 2. Deziana Patman, the Ducks miss May, delivers another big-time hit in the postseason.
One thing already about the start of this game is that the clutch hitters are continuing to be clutch. Des Patman does it again. Gets a curveball that is up in the zone. A great pitch to hit, and she's able to drive it to the outfield and score 2 runs. Paige Sinicki is so quick. Great rounding of third to be able to not slow down at all and get in way early before the throw. Des Patman, my goodness, have yourself an NCAA tournament.
A 2-run laser, and now a bunt popped up into the glove of Brady. Kaylin Jones is out. Des Patman, each other. I believe there does have to be a winner, yes. Popped up by Pickens. McCoy waving off. Second baseman Jones makes the catch.
Lower in the zone. Great take there, though, for her to recognize that that one was going to continue to ride out of the zone.
And she takes strike 3. Second of the game.
With good velocity in the upper 60s, she has tremendous spin on that pitch.
De Leon hits a ground ball to Sinicki. Another low throw. That's picked cleanly by McCoy. It's a 1-2-3 inning.
They're all key coaches on this staff, but a key reason why they just wanted to more so define their roles with Sam Martyr over at third base as their, I'd say, main hitting coach, and Sydney Romero and Alyssa Palomino Cardoza also playing a huge role collectively as a staff to get.
We're great power hitters as well. Flannery pops up a bunt. That's the second popped bunt out of the game as Yamas crashed out. Just saw another failed bunt attempt from Shaw. Did not start yesterday. Swings away here, out to left center. Taylor Malvin retires her.
Especially after you lose your first game.
Shaw with all her speed just trying to put it in play, and she does to the left side, and she is out. Angelina De Leon with a cannon from short. In the last Sheridan Hawkins 10 years ago. Taylor Malvin to the left side. Great pick at third by Flannery, and another drop throw by McCoy. Was the first base runner to reach on an error. And Pone drops down a bunt. Flannery from the knee, not in time to first. That's a bunt base hit for the all-SEC left fielder. 3-2. Boutte, ground ball to third. Flannery gets one. Flannery gets two. A double play from corner to corner.
Flannery 60 feet. Instead, it turns into a double play. No execution on that. Not a productive out.
Binford left center. A rising liner right to Kedri Luchar. A wild third inning. Started 59 this year, hitting .443. As she lofts a ball high into right center for Leah Boutte. A 3-2. Ball is outside. Riley McCoy with their 19th walk of the year. And the Ducks have their second of the game.
We like to do that on the team. There's always somebody who wants to.
Sinicki, left center field. Down for a hit in front of a diving Malvin. And there go the Ducks. You give them an inch, they'll take a base. McCoy to third, and Sinicki drops in a double. She's at second. Years. Transfer from Hawaii in her World Series debut. Patman swings through another changeup. A major strikeout for Lopez.
To change speeds time and time again in that AB.
And then a pop-up from Kaylin Jones. What a job by Brie Lopez. Second and third, one out. Escapes with nothing. One-run game into the fourth game. And the middle of the order coming up. Percy Yamas. First pitch swinging over to short. Sinicki boots the backhand. And that is a Blue Moon event. The reigning Gold Glover in the nation decided to follow her down to Oxford instead, all the way from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Chases strike three, and a strikeout for Gride is her third.
So Lindsey Gride sequence, she ended it for the K.
In the dirt to Mackenzie Pickens. That skips away, and the pinch runner Strain takes second on Gride's second wild pitch.
Expect something up.
Ball, it's inside.
She got something in. Good patient plate appearance by the freshman Pickens. Anna. Strain and Pickens are the runners. Roman, big swing. Got it off the end of the barrel to left. behind her at first. It's another 3-2.
Ball.
And it's ball 4. De Leon draws the walk. The senior in her 160th Ole Miss start has loaded up the bases. Connors, a slow ground ball to second. Brine gets out of it. A great escape to strand 3 Ole Miss runners in the 4th.
No way I'm going to leave college without ever hosting a regional.
Jammed into center, and that's caught by Pickens down to a knee. Well, the women's college and Brie Lopez trying to spoil that, set up an all-SEC game. Ripped into left by Flannery, but right at Jaden Poe.
And Brie Lopez just keeps trucking along against these hitters. Back against the wall last.
And 8 flyouts in the game, and now a first pitch ground out from Ma'ake. Nobody scored since the first, and Ole Miss will send up the top of the lineup. Runs in the game, and Lindsey Grind going to face the top of the order for 3rd time. And she hits Jaden Pone to lead off the 5th inning. So for the 4th time in 5 innings, it was close, but Missy Lombardi chooses not to use a challenge. Here's Boutte looking for her first sack bunt of the year. She'll get it. Tried for one in the 3rd. Ended up not getting the bunt down, grounding into a double play. Here, she had Veeries. Can she deliver the big hit? A little ground ball poked to right. That's Jones for the out. Pone is at 3rd, but there are 2 away again. 6th pitch from Chambers. That's ripped into right. It's another left-on-left hit for Llamas. Both of Ole Miss hits with runners in scoring position from this freshman who has no pulse.
In this freshman that got better pitch by pitch in this at-bat. Swung and missed early in the count, was behind the curveball, and then gets one over the heart of the plate, down in the zone, right into her swing path, and she is on time. Look at that extension per Llamas. You mentioned it. No pulse, no heartbeat. All she knows to do in the postseason is come up with a clutch hit for Ole Miss. She ties up this game.
Over to 3rd. Flannery ends the inning. 1 batter too late for Oregon. Got the personalities right. So now a 2-2 game, and Brie Lopez gives up a slapped hit to Kylu Shar, not settling for 1. She is in there with a double off the glove of Lansdale at 3rd. Wonderful program. And here's her sister Kedri, who will drop down a beautiful bunt to 3rd, and the throw gets away. Lansdale airmails it. Kai has scored. Kedri goes all the way to 3rd. The Ducks are back in front.
Ways first a power slap, and now a bunt in front of her that had crazy spin to it. Took a right turn. Lansdale probably thought that was going to go foul, but then it stayed fair. She knew she had to rush. Again, this is what speed does to you. It puts pressure on you to be perfect, to rush. And Oregon has a ton of this speed. The Lushar sisters, the seniors, so we talked about at the top of the show, strike again in the seat off of McCoy's bat, and then Llamas playing off the line at first base.
McCoy, left center field, up the gap to bring in another run. Riley McCoy with a real big swing, and Oregon has 2 here in the 5th for a 4-2 lead.
Speed mixed with power. McCoy finds herself in a hitter's count, and she sits back on a changeup in that hitter's count and is able to drive it hard up the middle of the field, find a gap. Oregon offense is rolling, a multi-dimensional type offense that Sam Martyr and Missy Lombardi and the coaching staff at Oregon have put together, and it is answering back in a big way in the bottom.
She will. She'll lay it down. And Lansdale makes an accurate throw this time. It's a sacrifice 5-4. Chases strike 3 here.
And this is why you bring in the senior. You're down by 2 runs. Your freshman is showing some nerves.
8 pitch. Up the middle and through. Maybe the at-bat of the World Series for Oregon. It took 8 pitches, but Kaylin Jones comes through to make it 5-2.
That really was just an awesome at-bat. Binford came in, struck out Patman, went right at Jones, and then Jones just did not go away. Found a mistake with 2 strikes up in the zone. That pitch is elevated. He's on time with it, able to drive it right back up the middle of the field. I'm telling you, Ole Miss and Aaliyah Binford were trying to grab back the momentum and to pick up the bats to be able to answer back. That was a dag.
Chases strike 3. And the throw nearly got away at first, but Yamas held the base. Well, Ole Miss
Walk-off home run to UCLA, knowing that she wants the ball again.
Pickens, that's through the box, and a leadoff base hit. Masters of the leadoff runner. That's 5. The slow ground ball. Sinicki goes to second. Dangerous play made by Paige Sinicki.
Yeah, the easy play definitely would have been just to go to first base with the 3-run lead, but when you're a Gold Glover.
Angelina De Leon walked in the 4th. Hard ground ball. That one gets past Sinicki. And here come the Rebs with a tying run coming to the plate.
Leaning out, trying to slap these outside pitches.
Goes down and away again. Gets the strikeout swinging. 2 down.
You know when Lindsey Grine is popping her hand to her glove that she is.
Now Jaden Pone. In the air to left field. Foul ground. Kylu Shar's got it. Grine re-enters the game and escapes a 6th inning jam. 9-1-2 for the Ducks. Ole Miss is going to have Boutte, Binford, and Yamas, so it's a big bats in the 7th. And the home 6th begins with a strikeout. Baylor, just a big game player. This one slapped to Yamas. Gotta hurry. Not in time. Infield single for Kylu Shar, her 2nd hit. An inning ago. Let's see how long she hangs around. Kedri Lushar, little blooper to right. Kai's ready to go to 3rd. She read it well. And the Lushars are at the corners. A little Lushar looper from Kedri, her 2nd hit in 2 innings.
Yeah, and we'll see if she does that again, trying to protect that outside corner.
Ball.
It's well off the outside corner for ball 4. It loads the bases.
Big swing.
Ground ball to short. Play at the plate. Luchar's out. Well done by De Leon. Ole Miss gets the lead runner. Cuts down the run on out number 2. For a burst of energy for Ole Miss. And it's going to be the latter. Binford, cool as can be, will bat in between Boutte and Yamas. Big hitters with Ole Miss. Runners in scoring position, and all 5 hits are singles. And Laird Boutte, what could be her final collegiate at-bat, smacks a first pitch single into center field. Completely. Smacks this ball the other way. Batter out by Patman. It's over her head. Binford's up to 2nd. And wouldn't you know it, Percy Yamas is going to come up as the tying run. Ball 4. Oregon has just walked Percy Yamas to bring up the program's alt. Do that. So there is a pinch runner at first for Brady, who grounds the first ball to third. Flannery did not get the out. Oh no, she did. She did get the out because the base runner, Binford, was out of the baseline. 2 on and 1 out. Swings at the first pitch. High and not deep enough to left. The runners will both tag and get into scoring position on a heart in your throat kind of fly ball. That ball's ripped to left field. It's a base hit. Here comes Duke to the plate. She's in there. Jamie McKay, her first at-bat at the World Series, is a 2-out.
Exactly that Jamie McKay wanted to have, something up in the zone. She's on time for 68, and she stays above the rise ball. She is expecting it. It turns into more of a line drive. She's just slightly out in front of it, trying to be early with that 68, 69 miles an hour speed that she knew Grind was going to provide. 2 RBIs for the pinch hitter in the World Series to tie the game up in the 7th inning. That gives you goosebumps.
That delivers the biggest hit of the Rebels season. Angelina De Leon pops it up to second. Oregon did something. Ends this game to the bottom of the inning. The Rebels, the only unseeded team in Oklahoma City, are still alive. And they've got Aaliyah Binford on the mound, getting a first pitch ground out right back to her from Kaylin Jones. But it's a lineup card they could still use, so they don't care. Cox, check swing. Binford again. Another strike from the circle, 2 down.
She'll take those quick 2 outs right there. Hit right back at her, soft contact off the end of the bat for a
inning. Just one more batter, and we say keep it going. Right field, that ball's blasted down in front of Grisham. Bounced up and hit her on the ricochet, and there's Katie Flannery, the sophomore. This is a young woman who hit a 300-foot homer at the Mary Nutter. And a ground ball to the right side here will send this game to the 8th. Mom and Dad, let him stay up one more inning. At least one more inning. Aaliyah Binford, relief.
Bring Lindsey Grime back into this game, and she has thrown the bulk of the load here at OKC.
Chop to the left side, Flannery. Hoses down Malvin. That's become a big part of Ole Miss athletics these days. Strike 3, Ponus frozen. Lindsey Grime has retired the first 2 in the 8th.
Just paints the outside corner against
one off the body. Boutte re-enters with 2 down. Line drive into center field, a 2-out base hit. Lair Boutte has batted in the 7th and 8th. That's something that continues to be said. Kid who's taken the disrespect personally, but she grounds out here. Top of the Duck lineup, Luchar and Luchar with 1 to win. Super Regional, retired 16 of the final 17, 14 straight at one point. Strikes out Luchar. That ball was not in the dirt. Caught cleanly by Brady. And it's a strikeout, the 5th in relief. Lying in the weeds. And Kedri Luchar, like her sister, strikes out on a low changeup. Back-to-back Ks for Binford.
Off of the corner, and she couldn't get her to chase it.
Outside corner, she chased it. She got her a little too antsy. Middle of the Rebels order coming up. We are on to the 9th. Lexi Brady's on deck, then Mackenzie Pickens. Popped up by Starr, caught by Cox. 0-2 for the big hitter Brady. Ground ball snared by Grind. The extendo arm. raises her arms in celebration of herself, and deservedly so.
Wild things happening in these night games, Kevin.
3-2. Right back to grind. How about that? She gets out of it with the dirt ball. And she goes flying into her teammates, waiting arms.
Part of the plate, too, to get that second strike and work ahead to a hitter's count. See if she throws this one a little bit lower in the dirt.
Zanicki into left field. There's an elevated changeup. It's another out. Still Sunday night in Eugene. It's Saturday morning in Oxford, Mississippi. Swing, and this time goes Rosa.
It's like Binford's throwing two different types of changeups. One change will just stay through this.
Kaylin Jones is at the best at-bats against Binford. She'll see an 8th pitch. And she'll pop it up. And we'll go to the 10th. Extra inning number 3 on the way in OKC. From the nation's 3rd best defense by fielding percentage. Bottom 3 in the Ole Miss lineup here. And she strikes out McKay to kick off the 10th.
Off of them. Continuing to mix.
Swing.
There's a swing by De Leon. There's another strikeout. Lindsey Grine, 132 pitches and still feeling it.
Going.
We'll have the thrill of victory. 3-2. Malvin. Ground ball to short. Too tall for Zanicki. Taylor Malvin has her first hit of the night. Base. Home to the left side, of base hit. She has reached safely for a 3rd time. Malvin up to 2nd. Back-to-back 2-out hits in the 10th. Ball to strike. Ground ball, second base. Jones to Zanicki. Ole Miss leaves 2 in the 10th. They've left 12 in the game. It's Cox, it's Flannery, it's Mahake, it's... Missy Lombardi was in that huddle just listening to her first-year pitcher. Emma Cox into the shortstop hole. Emma Cox is safe at first with a bobble by the substitute shortstop star.
Like this was the best pitch to hit.
There's a bunt from Flannery. Oh, it's going away! McKay throws it in the right. Here comes the pitch runner leg. She's held at 3rd. Jamie McKay, who tied it with 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Runner at 3rd base, so many different options to score.
3-2. Ground ball, Binford. She's got leg hung up, and leg is out at 3rd. They got her at 3rd.
Aaliyah Binford just does not let the moment get too big in any facet of the game. Understanding Oregon's going to try to score. They are aggressive. She is an athlete, makes a great throw, not scared to make that throw. Game on the line.
And into the morning. Luchar, chopper, Star at short to first. It's late. They're loaded. Infield hit number 62 of Kyle Luchar's season, and the winning run again is all week. She's got to bring it here. 3-1. Ball 4. Little Sis with the walk-off walk after Big Sis's infield single. Kedri Luchar with the take of her life, and Oregon survives 6-5 in 10 to end this magical run for Ole Miss.